Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Todd Chrisley admits to smuggling contraband in prison. Todd Chrisley has admitted to smuggling contraband while in prison. This was shocking for fans to hear. He did not hold back and admitted everything. People were more shocked that he would say this out loud to the public. It also ticked people off that he did not see a problem with it now that he has been pardoned. It seems Julie and Todd had two different experiences in prison. Keep reading to find out more about this situation. Julie Chrisley suffers from PTSD. Todd and Julie Chrisley were in federal prison for over 2 years for tax evasion and fraud. However, it seems the two had very different experiences when it comes to how they were treated. When talking about it, they admit that Julie had a harder time. Savannah has even commented about how she sees more PTSD in her mother than her father. This does not shock fans as they thought this the entire time. Some are saying that Todd had a vacation while Julie was stuck in prison. She has seemed more reserved since her return home as well. It took longer for her to be seen in public than it did for Todd. Todd Chrisley admits to smuggling contraband in prison. Todd Chrisley has admitted to smuggling in contraband in a recent interview. Julie asked what he had to eat, and he let her know that he got fast food like Chick-fil-A, Burger King, and more. Outside food is not allowed in prison, so fans immediately knew that he admitted to getting contraband. It seems as though Todd was able to eat things such as Chick-fil-A, Burger King, Culver's, pizza, and more. This was shocking for fans to hear. They are not usually allowed outside food. So this means that someone was getting it in for him. If he got this, what else did he get? Fans are now worried that Todd was contributing to the corruption of the prison system. In an unexpected twist that has left both fans and critics of Chrisley knows best reeling, Todd Chrisley has come clean about a secret he's kept buried since entering the Pensacola Federal Prison Camp in Florida. The reality TV patriarch has admitted in a newly recorded podcast episode, his first solo episode since Julie Chrisley's transfer to Lexington, that he was involved in smuggling contraband behind bars. The revelation, delivered in Todd's signature Southern drawl with equal parts charm and defiance, has set off a firestorm online. The episode, titled Confessions from the Inside, went live this morning and quickly shot to #1 on the podcast charts. But unlike his previous episodes filled with lighthearted family banter or updates on prison conditions, this one was raw, reflective, and scandalous. I did what I had to do. Todd's confession didn't come easily. For the first 15 minutes of the episode, he reflected on what prison has taught him, about himself, about the justice system, and about survival. Then he dropped the bombshell. There comes a time when you stop caring about keeping up appearances, he said. People think they know Todd Chrisley. They've seen the mansions, the cameras, the suits. But in prison, ain't nobody got time for designer labels. You're just another number. And I'll be honest with you. I did what I had to do to get by. He paused, then added, I smuggled in protein bars and vitamins. While some may scoff at the idea of calling that contraband, Todd insisted that in the prison world, even health supplements were considered luxury items. The stuff we get in commissary doesn't exactly scream Whole Foods, he quipped. And I wasn't about to let my body waste away on processed meat and fake mashed potatoes. The smuggling wasn't elaborate. Friends on the outside allegedly mailed innocuous items to fellow inmates' family addresses, who then passed them to inmates during visitation, hidden inside paperback books, toothpaste tubes, or shoes. Todd claimed he wasn't the mastermind behind the operation, but he went along with it, like everyone else. Why come clean now? When asked why he was choosing to speak out now, Todd cited a moment of clarity following a recent health scare. I had a fainting spell last month in the yard, he admitted. Nothing serious, just heat exhaustion. But when the med techs came to check on me, they found one of my little stashes under my mattress, a bottle of magnesium pills. That's when I realized, You're not above the rules, Todd. It was time to own up. Though he says no formal disciplinary action was taken, the discovery led to increased cell searches in his unit, and several inmates were reportedly reprimanded. Todd claimed he took full responsibility and apologized to his fellow inmates and the guards. "I may be in here serving time, but I'm still a man of God," he said. "Lying, hiding, sneaking, it eats away at you. I had to come clean." Reaction from the family. Savannah Chrisley, who has been her father's most vocal advocate during his incarceration, released a brief and emotional statement on Instagram this morning. "I had no idea Dad was involved in anything like this. I support him and always will. But I'm heartbroken to hear this news. He always told us to walk in truth, even when it's messy. I guess that's what he's doing now." Chase Chrisley, on the other hand, took a more defiant stance, posting a cryptic Instagram story that read, "People will judge you whether you're guilty or innocent. So you might as well tell your story." Julie Chrisley has not issued any public comment, but sources close to the family say she is devastated and embarrassed. The Bureau of Prisons responds. The Federal Bureau of Prisons, BOP, has acknowledged the media frenzy surrounding Todd's podcast episode. In a brief press release, they stated, "We are aware of the statements made by inmate Todd Chrisley in a public podcast. While we cannot comment on specific allegations or ongoing investigations, we take any claims of contraband smuggling seriously. Appropriate measures will be taken to ensure safety and compliance within all BOP facilities." This statement has only fueled further speculation about whether Todd will face additional penalties, possibly affecting the timeline of his appeal or parole eligibility. A divided public. The court of public opinion is split down the middle. On one hand, longtime fans are praising Todd for his honesty. "He's human. Let he who is without sin cast the first stone," one fan posted on Twitter. Others aren't as forgiving. "Smuggling is smuggling," wrote another. "He's in prison for financial crimes and now admits to more dishonesty. He hasn't learned a thing." Still, others see the confession as strategic, perhaps a calculated move to generate sympathy and boost podcast revenue as his team continues to fight for early release. What's next for Todd Chrisley? Sources close to the production team say more revelations may be coming. Todd is reportedly planning a prison survival miniseries as a podcast spinoff, where he'll break down the unspoken rules of life behind bars. He's not done talking, the source confirmed. This confession was just the beginning. There's more to come, and some of it might not sit well with fans or the feds. Meanwhile, a petition launched by fans for Todd's early release has gained new traction, though legal experts say this latest controversy could severely complicate any clemency effort. Final words. As the podcast episode neared its end, Todd turned solemn. "I've spent my whole life building an image. Turns out, I should have been building character. I messed up again. But if admitting it helps just one person make a better choice, then it's worth it."